In a time of global production, companies employing hardworking people make the products that define what it means to be truly American. Join me as we visit American manufacturing sites creating the most amazing products to learn how things get made.
You see this? We're at Toyota, Mississippi, and we're going to see how this gets turned into this Corolla, and it's built in America.
The Toyota Corolla was first introduced in 1966. Some 30 years later, it became the world's best-selling automobile of all time. In 2021, Toyota reached the milestone of 50 million Corollas sold. Across the U.S., from busy city streets to quiet country roads, the Toyota Corolla is a car that fits every lifestyle. Younger drivers and first-time buyers are drawn to the Corolla because of its affordability. Others choose it for its reliability and fuel efficiency. Every Corolla sold in the U.S. is produced at Toyota Motor Manufacturing, Mississippi.
We look at the Corolla as the entry-level model to the Toyota family, and it's such a fabulous car for that purpose. It's a really affordable car, a most dependable car, safe to drive, gets great fuel economy, and it's also fun to drive.
Yeah.
And I personally think a very stylish car as well. Serves the purpose extremely well.
I heard a rumor that you're one of the first employees at this plant. Is that true?
Well, I will say this. I am very proud. And I do brag about the fact that I was in the first hiring class for this plant back in 2007. There was 10 of us, and I was lucky enough to be one of the first ones.
Wow.
My folks they live right up the road. And so when Toyota said they were building a plant in my hometown or in my area, of course I wanted to take advantage of that, and I've never looked back.
And that's incredible. I mean, it speaks volumes to working for Toyota because you've been here for so long and you still seem pretty happy.
Oh, absolutely. Well, I have to tell you this. I hired in 2007. There was 100 of us hired, in the next few months after that. And you know what happened in 2008?
Yeah.
The economy crashed. And one thing I learned very quickly about this company that these great people understand too, is that they were dedicated to us even though they had to delay this plant for a whole 2 years.
Really?
Didn't lay a single person off. They found us meaningful work to do. We were able to do various things for other plants. And so from between 2007, when they thought they were going to announce it in 2008, they didn't announce it until 2010. But yet 100 of us, they found meaningful work to do and they kept us employed. And that's been the case, I can name through COVID, through several economic downturns, and it's one of the great things about Toyota. So yeah, I was hired in 2007 and learned very quickly how awesome this company was.
One of the things that we do to promote the family atmosphere, of course, the normal stuff, but we also recognize that the team member is supported by a lot of very talented and technically skilled members that help develop and set up their processes. But at the end of the day, those experts, they do a really good job, but we recognize that they're not the ones that are doing that process day after day. And so understanding that the team members, they very quickly become the experts. And so we want to understand what their experience is and hear their voice and empower them to be able to make the next level Kaizen. And it's just a continuous process that makes this place amazing.
So Janine, what are we actually looking at right now?
So here, this is a ED coated body.
What does ED stand for?
ED is basically just like your interior, like your rust prevention. It's basically the rust prevention of the car.
All Toyota Corollas start out this color.
All Toyota Corollas start out this color. You have your raw finished body coming out of body well. And then the first step is to go through that ED coating. Basically, it's like an electrical deposit that goes onto your car for rust prevention.
And this is the start before the color that the consumer picks for their car gets put on it, isn't it?
Yep.
So when you think about painting a car, sometimes you think it takes weeks or months. It doesn't take but a day here, right?
It takes about a shift, right at a shift to go from body weld through paint into assembly, about a shift. And then into second shift, you know, or opposite shift to finish up the process and come off the inspection line. So these are the 6 robots behind us that we installed. And you can see where team members used to have to reach inside. They would have to open the door and reach inside to actually do that skiving process in the interior of the car.
By utilizing the robots in this scenario, how fast did that speed up production?
Well, we were able to reprocess to give actually team members some burden relief.
Nice.
Yeah, so that was the key, team member voice. So first and foremost, safety, and then, which is that ergonomic burden reduction, and then it's their happiness.
You know, automation really can be traced all the way back to the origins of this company. You know, Toyota started as a loomworks company, and that really was aimed at the founding father looked at his mother doing loom work and wanted to be able to reduce some of the burden that he saw, and developed automated a loom device. Automation is not meant to replace our members, it's to help to reduce some of the burden that we have as a workforce so that we can apply our innovative thinking to do continuous Kaizen to make us more efficient and more effective in the work we're doing.
Currently we're here in our top coat booth, and you can see these cars are the same colors they were over on the ED side. So as we walk down the line, you'll see where they're getting painted.
So how do you know how many white ones and red ones and blue ones to paint?
It's based off the order. So we don't paint in batches. So
Really?
If it's calling for a white car, we'll paint a white car. If the next car is blue, we'll paint a blue car.
So right behind each other?
Right behind each other. This is pretty much an automated line. We have all the maybe 30 something pitches up here, and pretty much there's maybe 4 or 5 people that work up here, and we call them our robot doctors. So they basically go in and service the robots to make sure they're in good condition, so that we don't have any defects on the body of the car, like within the paint. So robots open the door, they open the hood, they open the luggage. So you can see everything's being opened and closed by robots.
So they look so perfect, you know? I mean, that's a beautiful paint job.
Yeah, so definitely, like I said, we were just leaving the what we call our top coat area, going through the final oven. It's cooled, and then it comes from paint finish to applications, and this is the final product before it goes over to assembly.
We produce, you know, Corollas at about 950 a day.
950 a
Yeah,
day.
and you can see them lined off over here to my right. And we run at a tack time of 71 seconds. Now, tack time is literally we produce at the rate of sales, okay? So every vehicle that rolls off this line is already sold.
No way.
And so that's how we choose our line speed, that's how we choose our tack time. And so when it rolls off the line, of course this vehicle's sold, but we got to make sure that it's perfect. So this line just ensures, and our quality members here, we call it vehicle inspection, but in VP, they test whether or not the headlights are aimed appropriately, whether or not the wheels are aligned appropriately, and then they go in here and we run it through a roll drum and test can it get up to 65 miles an hour at a certain speed with no problems and issues. We run it through a water leak. So there's so many things we do in this location to ensure that every car is perfect for our customer. And that's why, you know, we build in quality, so don't get me wrong. This is just to confirm all the quality we've built in throughout our, you know, our process from the very beginning.
Toyota invests in its workforce, creating opportunities to grow, thrive, and lead. The result? A culture where cutting-edge technology and empowered employees drive excellence together. The proof can be seen in the surrounding community.
This is a major economic hub for this area. Tell me how that impacts the community around you.
Yeah, great question. You know, not only do we have 2,400 team members here, direct employees, we also have many near-site suppliers. And so Toyota is very much wants to make sure that we're contributing to the community. And so by doing that, we have the impact of not just the team members here, but the suppliers we have. We also have support through giving back to the community in activities such as volunteer work, board service, financial grants, working with the school systems to do STEM programs and things of that nature. So we are always thinking about not just how we make the vehicle, but also how do we give back to the community and make sure that the community is thriving for the future as well, because we can't do what we do here without a very strong community.
So if I'm in Wisconsin or New York or California and I'm buying a Toyota Corolla and it's made in this Mississippi plant, what would you want me to know about that car that I'm about to put my family in?
We've done everything we can to make sure you get value for your money. Not only that, I actually think it looks really good. And so I think it's sharp. And so you not only have a safe vehicle and one that'll give you value, but that one will turn people's heads whenever you're riding in it. So yeah, that's what I would, and I'd want them to know that every single member thinks those three things and others are so important to the vehicle that they build. And that's why I love who I work with and what they do.
And it's built in America.
Absolutely.
By Americans that live in the great state of Mississippi.
Absolutely. To say that we have built a car in Northeast Mississippi, they've taken this challenge on. We produce a high quality vehicle. And yeah, right here in the great state of Mississippi and right here in Northeast Mississippi at that.
When I started my career with Toyota over 30 years ago, I was excited about the product. And then of course, as an engineer, I was thinking about what are the processes we need to build that product? What parts do we need? What problems do we need to overcome? And oh yeah, by the way, we need some people in the equation. But I very quickly learned that it's the people that make it happen. By focusing on people first, that's how we're able to build great cars.
Well, here you have it. The Toyota Corolla, built in Mississippi by Americans living in Mississippi and building one of the greatest cars America has ever seen.
That's right. I will say this, by the way, to think that the Corolla, it is one of the best-selling and most sold cars in the history of its length.
Wow.
In the world. And the fact that we get to build it here means a lot to not only me, but the folks who work here.
The Toyota Corolla, built in America.